and you know, like within the principles, you know, you're applying them because something must have sparked you to do it. Although you said, yeah, I'm going to do this, but it's like a purpose, like a calling for you, because, you know, just seeing where you're at, that's all you're pitching, multifamily. So it's like I'm sure something said, okay, like there's like some inside you that just said, this is what you have to do, right?
Yeah, like I wanted to do some sort of event for a while, but like a lot of people, like it's just like investing in your first apartment building. Like you get scared and you don't do it. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I had the podcast running. I had like a cable TV show running. I'm like, you know what? Like an event would be good.
Okay.
And it just kind of stayed as an idea in my head. I never took action on it because like if you don't believe you can do it, like it's not going to happen. And then I remember I was listening to a gentleman, Daniel Priestley, and he talked about like how the best businesses, you know, partner and leverage other high profile people. And like that kind of clicked in my mind. And then later on, I'm sitting on the couch with my now fiance Darcy, and I turned to her. We were watching Shark Tank. We love Shark Tank.
Okay, nice.
And so I turned to her and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to have Kevin O'Leary speak at a real estate investing conference.
Wow.
And then she's like, yeah, whatever. And that was the start of the conference. So like, it was something that Daniel had said, I guess stayed in my mind. And then sitting on the couch, I just decided, yeah, you know what? This is what I'm going to do.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So how did you get that done? Like, you know, because there's, you know, probably people want to run, like to get Kevin O'Leary, it sees like thousands of pitches every day. Yeah. You know, how did you get him to say, yeah, like come on board with this?
Yeah, it took a couple phone calls to the right people. But you know, it wasn't, and this is the thing, like this is a big lesson I learned running the podcast too, right? Like I remember starting the podcast and I was nobody. Like I had 0 episodes. And there were people who I admired, I watched them, I listened to them. I'm like, you know what, I would love to talk with these people. Yeah. Most people, when they start a podcast, they're scared to reach out and ask. I just asked people, and the majority of people said yes. Okay. And so, you know, that was a big lesson I learned. So now, like, if I want something, I just ask for it. I want Kevin O'Leary. I called one person. They couldn't get me to the right person, but they knew somebody who might know somebody. So I took a couple phone calls, and finally I'm talking with Kevin's team, and then we get it done. So, yeah, like, and then, you know, having Kevin on board, it's kind of, you know, it's very much like an apartment deal if you're syndicating it, right? Like you have the deal, so I have the conference, but now I have to gather everybody in, right? So I have to get all the investors together. So I had to get all the speakers together, and I had to get all the attention to it. It's just like a real estate deal, right? Like you have your idea, and then you have to somehow like pull all the different components together at the same time to actually create a ball. It's like you know, like a star in the universe, right? Like it starts with gas, and then it starts having mass, and then everything pulls in. Together. That's kind of what it is.